This is KUGAN CASSIUS for iFull TV in association with MTK Global. Well, I don't know how long it's been since we've done this.
It's been ages. Yeah, it's been time. I'm trying to think. Last time I spoke to you, I've seen you, but I ain't actually done an interview or spoke to you probably.
People always tweet me and go, "Oh, you ain't done anything with DeGALE in a while," and I think you can tell people actually that I have genuinely been trying for the last...
Yeah, you have, but I've just head down on the grind, Cougs, you know what I've been saying, but you're welcome when you want to come here and interview me and catch up.
Obviously I won't disclose where we are, but you've done alright.
Yeah, I've done alright. I'll say I've invested my money properly, I've looked after my money. So yeah, I've done alright, that's what I'm saying.
So, what's been happening?
I say, head down on the grind, Cougs. It feels like, people ain't really heard from me a lot, people ain't really seen me a lot. But ain't been up to much, you know, just grind, training. Same old really, you know what I'm saying?
By the time this interview goes out, we'll obviously know the fight that was announced. I'll word it as earlier today, in that you will fight Chris Eubank at the O2 on the 23rd of February.
Yes.
Been rumoured this fight for a long time. It could have happened in December, I believe. That was the first time.
Yep, initially I thought I was boxing December the 1st, then it got moved to the 8th, then it got moved to the 26th of January, then it got moved to a date in February, and then now it's confirmed, it's on, signed, sealed, delivered. Yeah, it's done. Me against you, mate. Finally, a lot of people have been calling for it. He's been calling for it for a long time, been calling him out for a long time, even before he's professional, I think. So finally, I've got my chance now to shut this guy up and basically deal with him properly and finish him, because he's been dealt with before and he's gonna get dealt with again, and I promise you that.
I just want to ask you where you've achieved everything in your career already. From the gold medal to the domestic titles to world championships twice. Where do you kind of see where your career is compared to where someone like Chris is, who hasn't achieved what he wants to achieve in a world title yet?
Well, Chris is obviously hunting for that world title, but is he good enough? I very do doubt it. As I say, he's been stepped up to the highest level a couple of times before and been found out. He's looked good against these average, fringe, world-class like contenders kind of thing. He's looked alright, but when he's been stepped up to the highest level, someone that can really jab and move their feet and box, he's in trouble. And on the 23rd of February, this is going to be so much fun, KUGAN, because a lot of people think I'm on a decline, and I understand that. I honestly do. I do, because my last two performances have been bang average. One of them has been horrendous, terrible. Didn't even look like myself. And the second one was just bang average. But I know I had to be a little bit better to beat Chirac. But I've had all kinds of problems anyway. I had Achilles problem. I don't want to keep going about my injuries as well because it's boring. People don't want to hear me talk about my injuries. I'm getting bored myself, but I've had issues. But it's sorted. Do you know the James DeGALE, Darrell, Booty, Brandon Gonzalez, Periban? He is back. I promise you, man, I can't wait to listen. If I was shot, I shouldn't really be taking a fight with Chris Eubank Jr. because listen, give him some credit. He is a handful. If you're not that good, do you know what I'm saying? And if I was shot, I shouldn't be taking this fight. And a lot of people think as well, I'm just looking for my one last payday, and then I'm gonna call it a day. Because in my last interview with Danny Flexer on Seconds Out, I said, listen, I never know what I'm going to do. I may call it a day after this. Well, because listen, I'm not one of them fighters that are going to be, I'm not going to be one of them fighters that don't know when to call it a day. Do you know what I'm saying? I've achieved everything. My trophy cabinet's lovely. I've earned some good money. I'm comfortable. I'm boxing right now because I'm not saying I'm AJ milled up, by the way. I'm just saying I've earned good money, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm comfortable. But I'm boxing now because I love it. It's a part of me. I've done boxing since the age of 10. I know nothing else. And obviously I'm good at it. But listen, I still love boxing, especially now. I'm injury free. I'm mentally right. Everything, timing right now is perfect, and this is going to be a good performance. It has to be a good performance. I need a good performance.
You're right in what you're saying, that based on those 2 fights with Truax, that people believe that you are kind of on the slip.
Yeah,
maybe that's what Chris Eubank believes as well. But every time, kind of over the last 4 or 5 years, where people have kind of said, "Oh, you know," it's kind of doubted what kind of James DeGALE we're going to see in the ring. Aside from those 2 fights, you've kind of delivered.
Of course, my whole career. Let's go through my career. My career has been. It's been a good career. There's been some ups, there's some downs, but I've had a good go. Do you know what I'm saying? When I retire, people want to go, do you know what? He was actually good. I've won everything. I've done everything. I've boxed the best in the world. I've beat the best in the world. I've won the British title. I've won the European title. I've won 2 world titles. I've boxed in America. I've beat the best names. I've lived the American dream. Do you know what I'm saying? It's like, I sit here and I'm proud of myself. But it's not over yet. That's the thing, it's not over yet. It's not over. When I was injured and my shoulder, my Achilles and whatever, it was hard work training and sparring and getting through it, even preparing for a fight and getting in the ring, the actual ring with the lights are on you and everything's on you, and fighting all injured. It was crazy. I can't believe I went that far. For the past 2.5, 3 years, boxing all injured. It's just a man I can't believe, but I've sorted it out now. And if you don't get a good performance, then maybe I will knock it on the head. Because as I say, I won't be one of them fighters that can't call it a day. I've done everything. But trust me when I tell you, there's still a good couple fights left.
If there were people to knock this fight, I mean, this fight for me personally,
this fight?
Hold on.
Go on.
This fight, I've personally wanted to see this fight for ages. So this fight coming about now, I'm looking forward to the build up. I think it's going to be a great fight. I'm really looking. This is one of the fights that I've always wanted to see. We're going to see it. But I suppose since Eubank, got beat by Groves, and then I suppose if we take that in with your first defeat to Truax as well, I suppose people kind of maybe some people look at it and think. Well, what's the point of them 2 fighting? But aside from it being a great fight, obviously you 2 are kind of. I mean, listen, I don't know where your kind of aspirations are to reclaim another world title, especially at middleweight, because you've just relinquished one. So.
Well, I spoke to my advisor Al Heyman as well, and I will get a chance to box for another world title before my career's done.
Is this important to you to win another world title, or not really? Is it about getting the biggest fights for the most amount of money? Let's be straight. I
would like to be a 3-time world champion. Yeah, I'd like to win the WBC or the WBA or whatever. But right about now is about being in fights that people want to see me in. I think majority of the England and a lot of the boxing fans want to see this fight. That's what I'm saying. I think the rivalry with me and Eubank
genuine rivalry as well. Yeah.
Goes back from when he come to my gym. He'd done 6 rounds or whatever, I don't even know. He left, and the day after he went on Twitter and said he schooled me. It's just a madness. And then from there it's just gone back and forth kind of thing. But I say finally now I get my chance to write him off, shut him up, embarrass him, school him. This won't even be a beatdown, it's going to be a schooling. That's what it's going to be. I'm going to show him how to box again. You know what I'm saying? Because if he ain't brought no one else on his team to box properly, then he's in trouble. You know what I'm saying? But I know this is what Eubank is expecting. I know he's expecting this. He's expecting to be down after 6 rounds. But he thinks I'm not going to be fit, I don't live the life, I'm going to blow up, and he's going to catch me later on and get me on later on. But we'll see. We'll see. But the good thing is, Kuz, we've only got 7 weeks to wait. Really, 7 weeks is Saturday. So it's not long. It's not long. So it's a short wait, and I can't wait. Literally, I'm flying in the gym. I've been training for so long. I'm in great shape now. I could actually box at the weekend. That's the kind of shape I'm in right now. I'm healthy, I'm fresh, I'm rejuvenated. and I'm ready to go. And I said this before. I've said the mind, mind, body, and soul. But honestly, really now, like this is my time. It's like my second coming. That's what it's gonna be. I'm gonna come again, and this is my time.
This fight will be on ITV box office. Could this fight have wound up with Eddie and Sky, or with Frank and BT? There was rumours that this fight could have taken place on the Warrington Frampton card. Was that?
I've never, no. I've never heard. No, this is just was the main bill. Like, it's never been on that undercard. No, I've never heard of that one. But I've been with Al Heyman for the past 4 years, so I'm pretty sure it was going to end up on ITV anyway. But
were you approached from Eddie and Frank about potentially having this fight on their platforms, or was discussions had?
Yeah. There was discussions, but obviously ITV and now Heyman and whatever got it.
Yeah.
Remember, I've been with Al Heyman for the past 4 years. He treated me well, and I suppose he deserves a bit of loyalty.
Because ITV have obviously announced this.
I know.
Great deal.
Mega deal for the next 3 years.
Starting with, Pacquiao and Broner.
Free.
In a couple of weeks' time.
Yep. It's crazy, yeah, the deal was mad. I say Al Heyman's, this Premier Boxing is breaking into the UK now, so it's competition for everyone as well. So things get interesting.
What did you make of Eubank's defeat to Groves when you look at that?
I thought Eubank got shown levels. That's what I thought. And I couldn't believe I was sitting in this spot watching it and I was cheering for George Groves. Can you believe that? It is mad. I was going, oh God. No, I'm joking, but I was actually cheering for George Groves. But no, I think he boxed well. But I think, I said, I know he used this. I use a lot. There's levels to boxing, and I think Eubank's found his level. But I'm gonna give Eubank credit because he is a decent fighter. Because he is tough. His game. He don't mind if it gets hard and gritty and his blood and whatever. He don't give up. But he's technically not very good. He's a bit all over the place. Do you know what I'm saying? If you stand there in front of him and have it with him, and he could come on top. But if you know how to move your feet and you know how to jab and throw a right hand, you beat him. You know what I'm saying?
It's mad to hear you talking that you were cheering for Groves.
I don't know. Well, not cheering, but I was like, I was hoping just because Eubank. Do you know what? See Eubank. A lot of people got drawn into the hype because his pops were saying that he's a killer, and his first earlier performances were alright. They looked alright, and he knocked out the Aldrum and Nick Blackwell, stopped Nick Blackwell, and you look at them performances and they were good. I'm not saying he's terrible, but I say no. There's levels to boxing, and I think he found his level. He knows his level.
We haven't heard anything from George Groves since that night in Saudi Arabia, where he was beaten by Callum Smith. What do you think George will do?
Oh, I'm not too sure what he's going to do.
What do you think he should do, in your opinion?
Depends what he feels. If he wants to fight on. Don't know if he's made enough money. I don't know if he's happy with himself, with what he's done in boxing. So it's up to him. I don't know.
Is that fight now dead in the water, would you say?
Me and George Groves would never be dead in the water. Never, not me and George. And I said it before, I'll say it again. We'd be stupid if we didn't fight again before we give up. But I say I'm not focused on George Groves. Let him do his own thing. I don't care about George Groves, I'm being honest right now, at all. But obviously he's going to be very disappointed the way he got beat against Smith. Smith boxed beautifully. He's special fighter, a good fighter. Stopping George Groves like that. So I don't know what he's going to do. He's going to be a bit disheartened, losing like that, but he'll probably come back, Groves, and have one more go. Probably.
What about Callum Smith?
He looked good, real good.
Yeah.
They're real good. But I've always rated Smith. I've never, do you know what I'm saying? I've never put him down, or I've always said Callum Smith's a good fighter.
Is that a fight that would interest you?
100%. But let's not talk about this fight, because let me see. I want to show you lot first how me against Eubank goes, and then we can start talking properly. What I've learned, I'm not going to run my mouth, I'm not going to say too much. I'm just going to see how it goes. I'm going to show you lot. It's going to be very difficult at a press conference tomorrow.
Why?
Just hold my mouth, but I know they're going to try and get under my skin.
Why do you need to hold your mouth though?
Because sometimes you just got to hold it down and I'm going to laugh at him. That's the best way to do it. Just hold your mouth, deal with him on the night and smile at him after.
Because you'll have Senior as well to deal with as well.
That cat can just relax himself and chill and hold his mouth. Because if he started getting involved, then I have to wild out.
How easy was this fight to get made? Was it
pretty easy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Eubank was pushing for it as well, and Eubank's on it. Eubank believes I'm gonna decline. Eubank believes I don't live the life. Eubank believes I'm not fit. Eubank believes, yeah. I've heard some of the things he said. Honestly, he's so confident. He's gonna get a massive shot on the 23rd when he's down 6 rounds, and then listen. He thinks I'm gonna die after 6 rounds, and he's gonna get on top of me and stop me. The fight's gonna get easier for me as it goes on. When he's down and he's chasing the fight and he's swinging and he's leaning over his front foot and it's gonna get easier. I promise you that. So I'm sitting here just nice and confident, just ready. I'm in such a good position, such a good position right now. Yeah, with training. Mentally, I'm just, everything in life is perfect right now. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm in good shape now. I'm like 9 pounds over my weight now, 7 weeks out. Don't want to start getting out of abs like last time, but do you know what I'm saying? And that's how I know I'm on it. From when months out, I'm watching my weight. I want to be in fantastic shape. Training's perfect. Been sparring for ages. Went to Miami. I had that little go in Miami for a couple of weeks. Sparring out there, training out there, just mixing it up. Cause sometimes it gets a bit boring over here doing the same stuff. So different scenery, different sparring, nice bit of food. It was nice to switch it up.
Since you joined up with Al Heyman, I know you've had a bit of stick really from the kind of, more so the, kind of the British fans where you've kind of haven't, you've fought more so in America. I mean, you've only had one fight here under Al Heyman.
Yeah.
That was the first Truex fight.
The past 4 years I've only boxed.
Yeah, boxed here once. So people always kind of look at that and they go, oh, but James regrets, you know, not fighting over here as much or not affiliating yourself more with Hearn or whatever.
Right.
But you've...
Let's just go through my career then, since I've been with Al Heyman. I went to Boston, right, and won my world title against DeGALE, quality. My first event was against Butte in Canada, a good win. Then I boxed in America again against Medina, another decent win, but you know what I'm saying. Then I had a unification fight in New York on Showtime, on Sky, getting paid as well. You know what I'm saying? But I understand where they're coming from. Like, I'm a British fighter. Maybe I should be boxing more over here, but as I say, the end bit of my career now. It's time to stay at home.
Is that how you see it? The rest of your fights will be here?
The next couple of years, next year, next 2-3 fights, I don't know what will be at home. I'm pretty sure. Unless something comes up and I've got something over there. But I'm just taking every fight as it comes. Because before, you know, a couple of years ago, I used to plan ahead too much. Yeah, I want him, because I'm going to fight him, I'm going to move up in weight. As I'm getting older, I'm realising, man, especially with my career, you just got to just chill, relax, take every fight as it comes, and deal with it after. I've always been like that as a kid, anyway, just fucking non-stop, like, a bit OCD, a bit mad, a bit...
Do you think you'll be fighting for another 2 years? Or is it dependent on how, obviously, the fights you're in go?
Yeah, it just depends how I'm feeling. Because once you start losing the hunger, there's no hunger left from me, but I'm just saying, once you start... I've been doing it for a long time, Cougs. what I'm saying? And I speak to all different kinds of fighters, and like they just say, just when it comes to the end, make sure you like call it a day when you should call it a day.
Rather than getting beat to someone that really you shouldn't be getting beat to.
Yes, and that Matthew Macklin said that to me, and I was like, what do you mean? Like, but I'm telling you, after this fight, people go, oh my God, him retire? No way. Do you know what I'm saying? So, only time will tell. Like, our next interview, or the one after the fight, is going to be interesting. That's going to be the interesting one. But I'm so glad we only have to wait 7 weeks. 7 weeks. It's going to be great. 0-2. Me against Eubank. It's going to be a good one. The press conference tomorrow should be good as well. Interesting. So, yeah.
Do you have any indication on who may feature on your undercard?
Not too sure, but I'm pretty sure Lee Selby, Joyce as
well,
well, yeah. There'll be a couple of fights on there. It'll be a good card. I hate when we stick on a good card. It'll be good. It'll be good.
But it's great. I mean, yeah, like I said, the ITV deal they announced recently is great, because we're going to have boxing free to air as well as pay-per-views such as yourself. So that's part and parcel of boxing now. Just
look at the first show, Pacquiao vs Brown on ITV for free to air. It's crazy. It's mad. And I think how many shows a year? 15 shows a year or something?
16, I think. 16, roughly around that. Yeah, so, I think so.
Yeah, the fans are the winners. Do you know what I'm saying? Because they've got boxing coming left, right, centre. Sky, BT, ITV. The competition's great, but that's what we need.
It's part of the reason why the fight didn't happen in December is because there was already, there was 3 pay-per-views, including like involving our fighters from Fury, Wilder, obviously Warrington, Frampton, and
there was too many. There was far too many. It was a busy month. But I originally thought I was boxing the first. Then it got switched because Fury and Wilder. And I was speaking to Al, and he said, "Oh no, it's moved to the 8th." But then obviously he was sorting out this deal, and obviously it was going to start at the beginning of the year, so he saved it for February. It's all good though. It's just giving me more time to train, more time for me to heal up from all my shit I've been doing, and I'm just going to be on fire on the 23rd.
I know what you said about you're not looking past what you've got ahead, because it's a big fight on the 23rd against Eubank. But I do want to ask you, from what I interviewed Billy Joe Saunders the other day, I asked him, I said about Eubank, is that something that he would consider? In his words, he would take him as a warm-up. But that's just the thing between obviously Billy and Chris. But I did mention you, and he said that would be a fight that he would be interested. I know you're focused on the 23rd, and I get that, but I mean, you two come out obviously the same Olympic year.
Of course. So me and Billy Joe Saunders have sparred. First, I know him very, very well. Love Billy Joe. He's wicked, he's a character. I've known him for years. But yeah, that's a fight that could happen. Could happen. Don't know if he's going to move up in weight or whatever, but it's a business. I'll stick our friendship aside for an hour.
But these are the type of fights you're talking about now.
They're the legacy fights.
Yeah.
And I know they're domestic opponents, but they're quality opponents. But they are legacy fights, because look at Chris Eubank. He didn't box no one, really, apart from, I know Ben Calzaghe, you know what I'm saying, at the end part of his career, but they're legacy fights. People remember him for all the wars he had in England with the domestic people, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so but when you look at his actual record, he didn't box all the big American names like Nigel Benn did. So you get remembered for the legacy fights, the fighting over him, and yeah.
Do you regret in the slightest vacating your belt?
No.
No.
No. I was world champion for 3 years. 3 years, a long time.
That was about you putting that result right and getting your belt
back. Of course, that's what it was. That's what it was. But I had the choice. I'll come to me and said, "You're gonna box my mandatory, the evil guy, whatever his name is, but you're gonna get this." And I went, "Oh wow, right." And he went, "But I've got something better for you. Let me come back to you in 2 days." He come back to me and he come back with this. And I went, "Perfect." He said, "You're gonna have to vacate your title," but he said, "You will get a chance before you're done to box for another world title. I promise you that, James. And I went, Christy,
Was it painful to vacate that or not?
A little bit, because I would have done it. But when he come with this fight and he said this, that, well, you're going to hit that and that. And I went, all right, wicked. And when he said you're going to get the chance to box for a world title, he said, I promise you that. I said, all right, cool.
But you did 100%. You did the right thing by going in and putting that right straight away.
Of course, I had to.
As opposed to,
really, I know. Really, I should have had longer out. Honestly,
always a risk when someone takes a rematch so soon.
Yeah,
like in the next fight.
I know.
Because you think.
So I know. Really, people should give more credit. I know it was a shit performance. I know it was rubbish. I know it was.
No, but you had to put it right.
I had to. So now I can sleep right at night. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I got the win, I got my title back. I'm a two-time world. What a touch! Becoming a two-time world champion by beating Truex. But so what in history? But two-time world champion. It's great. Touch. What a touch.
Was that the worst night of your life?
Yeah, worse than Groves. Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
That was worse than Groves, yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. Because at least Groves is like a good fighter. I'm saying, sure, mate. But I shouldn't have boxed. But I don't want to go on. I sound like a proud. Everyone knows what happened. Everyone knows my injuries. Everyone knows. So let's just swerve it. But yeah, that was probably the worst night of my career, of my life. And I will never ever box injured again. Or if I'm not right. Or, yeah. Just, it was literally, I can't even watch it. I couldn't even watch it again, but I just remember, like...
Have you not watched
the
the
next
fight
day? No, the next day I did.
Oh, you did?
But I wanted to cry when I was watching it. And when I think about it now, it was horrendous. It didn't look like me. You can see something's up. But even my fitness was terrible. Couldn't move my feet. Couldn't throw my shots. No combinations. Couldn't even put a 1-2 together properly. I couldn't even like stand in my stance and go bop bop and still be in my stance because my Achilles. But I couldn't throw my front hand properly because my shoulder. It was the maddest thing ever. And people say, oh, but did you notice in sparring or something? Well, yeah, I did on the bag and my spars and all that. I was having like competitive spars, but I thought, it's only Truex, I'll get through it. That's how I was thinking. Never, ever again. Because these people are hungry. These people are on it and it is dangerous. What I've done.
And credit to Truex because all that stuff isn't his concern.
No, of course.
He went in there and pulled it off. Yeah.
Mad. Yeah. So yeah, no, I gotta give him credit. That's it. I gotta give him credit. He said I had to do it.
How's everything else?
Good, Cougs, you know, like literally life right now is perfect. I say I'm feeling a lot better in myself. Training so much better because it's so much easier. So much easier from moving around the ring, throwing my jab. It's just nice, yeah. But life's good from, family are well, everyone's well. What else? Ain't been up too much apart from boxing, training, same old stuff. I've had a quiet Christmas really. Been training, ain't really been much. I'm pretty boring when I'm in camp and that. I lock myself away kind of thing. I lock off all my mates. Like I get up in the morning, I go around my mum's, I eat my food, my breakfast, does me a nice breakfast every morning. I get up, I go training, I come back, go back to my mum's, I eat more food, I go train again, come back to my mum's, chill there, and then come back here later on at night, about 9 o'clock. I have a shower, go up to my bed, stick my telly on, chill, relax, I do that again for 8-9 weeks, whatever. But I just feel a lot better in doing it because I've got no worries on my brain. Sparring's a lot better. Everything's all better. So yeah, everything's good. Real good.
Yeah, what's great as well, I was just thinking about your relationship with Jim.
Jimski.
That's obviously been all the way through your career, and you've kind of, from the start to the end, I mean, it's not really known in boxing now
not no more.
For someone to start their career and end their career with the same trainer like that. So
there's been many times when I could have left Jim. I'm saying many times. But Jim, I've been with Jim from the start. He's taught me a lot. He gets criticised as well. People send me tweets and I'm like, how dare you? But Jim is my ride or die. He's there with me. He's like, you know what I'm saying? Jim believes in me more than I believe in myself. You know what I'm saying?
Why did you say you could have left him then? What?
No, but I could have after losses.
After losses, which is what people tend to do. Defeat, blame the trainer.
Yeah, blame, that's it.
Or the dynamics of your relationship with him.
This shit is my fault. I look, it's my fault. That's what I'm saying. But no, Jim, me and Jim, a good relationship. And obviously, I brought Paulie on board just to spice things up, just to jump in, just to switch it up.
Who have you brought on?
Paulie Man RG. So
okay.
he's been saying his little bits and pieces and putting me to the side. And
what, is he involved in an official capacity with your team?
Yeah, like he'd be over for
the
fight. Spent a couple of weeks with me and Jim.
What's his role? Would you say?
He's just an extra voice. Come on, what's his role? Have you seen?
No,
this
I
guy knows about boxing.
This guy,
how he breaks down a fight.
Knows, yes.
How he breaks down the fight. He's been there. He's done it just like Jim. Jim and him get along, and that is a good combination. I'm telling you, in my ear, it's brilliant. It's brilliant. Like, he brings a lot. Trust me. But him and Jim together mix up. The mix up's mad. Trust me, the mix up, man. And it's good, it's entertaining. Yeah, it's good. Yeah, and his stories as well. That's all good, yeah.
So, tomorrow,
yeah,
which by the time this goes out, it will be today.
Yeah.
If I'm trying to get a couple of minutes of you after, that means something significant has happened. I can't see you tomorrow holding your mouth. And I don't think you really need to.
No. No.
Because you know Eubank won't be holding his mouth.
Nah, come on, let's be honest. Me hold my mouth with Eubank, that ain't gonna happen. That's what I'm saying. As soon as he says something that I don't like, she's getting it.
How long before the sparring stories start kicking into that press conference?
I think it'd be pretty instant, probably. Pretty instant. But I'm just gonna say how it is.
Is there footage of this?
What, the
sparring?
Do you know how long ago this was?
I don't know, but someone must have filmed it.
6 years ago. It was just and do you remember this guy as well? Oh yeah, do you remember this guy sent me a message on Facebook? Do you remember this?
Go
on. You don't remember? So after my loss at Groves, he sent me this big, long essay on Facebook. Yeah, on Facebook. I'm going to have to dig it up. That's what I'm going to have to do, but I don't know if it's still there or what. I don't go on Facebook. You go on Facebook.
I didn't even know you had a Facebook.
Yeah, bro, this was years ago, yeah. He sent me a big, long message saying, James, half lick my ass, half not, half just like, don't know, but this guy's mad. He sent me a message saying, James, please carry on being who you want to be. One day we're gonna box and we're gonna make loads of money. Well, I'm gonna have to get out. I can't remember what he was saying. He was basically saying, yeah, just carry on being who you're being, and the loss don't matter. You're gonna come back. I don't know. I'm gonna have to get out because I'm chatting shit now, actually. So I'm gonna get up. I'll get up.
Yeah, go on.
I can't remember what he said, but it was big and long. He's basically just saying, one day we're gonna fight.
Right.
So carry on being who you are. You come across well. I don't know, I'm chatting shit right now. Okay. But basically, he said, yeah, just sent me a big long message. I thought you knew.
No, but what's the end bit to this?
I don't remember, and I don't care, but it was something like, but he's basically half licking my arse, saying we're going to fight, just saying keep being who you're being. Because obviously, the build up to the Groves and me, I was running my mouth, got a bit heated, there was verbals, whatever, and I come across the idiot. Well, he was telling me to carry on being an idiot. Basically.
But it must be the message that's stuck in your head for you to be bringing up now.
The only reason why I'm bringing it up, because I'm saying this guy is a nah. He's a bit weird. And he sent me a big long message after I lost to Groves. No, this is what I'm trying to say, sorry. I'm saying, so after the Groves loss, he sent me the message. A year later, he come and sparred me. Then the day after, he stuck it out on Twitter that he schooled me. So he knew this was going to happen. No?
Okay.
So I said, no, I don't know, you want me. So he sent me a message, a big long message after the Groves defeat. Yeah?
Yeah.
A year later, he come and sparred me. The next day, he sent out a message on Twitter and said he schooled me. He was building it up from then. So it's come true. So after all me chatting, Ben, what I'm saying?
Eubank sent you the message?
Yes. What are you on about? What do you think I'm on about? Sorry, it's me. Am I just confusing everyone?
James, right, listen, I've been lost in a world here. I didn't know who sent the message because I don't think you said.
Oh, did I?
No.
Oh, sorry, bro.
I'm fucking confused.
I don't like so I'm sitting there going,
yeah, I'm like, what? Now it makes sense. I'm like, some random guy sent you a message. Eubank sent you the message, right?
Sorry, bro.
If I'm being thick,
no, that was my fault for explaining things properly. That's just me. That's my.
Love it.
That's my.
Now it makes sense. Eubank sends you the message.
Bro. That's me being simple. Sorry, me probably just talking bare nonsense.
I love it.
Don't even know what I'm on about. But this, let me just explain it once again for you and the people. After the Groves defeat, Eubank sent me a big long paragraph message, essay, talking bare nonsense in it. I can't remember, but I'm going to get it up. Right? I'm trying to find it. I don't go on Facebook no more. I'm going to get it up. A year later, or 9 months, I don't know what it was, he come and sparred me. Then he put out a tweet saying he schooled me.
Got you. Got
you. He knew from day dot what he wants. I can't remember what. I'm gonna get it up, bro. Because it'll be interesting. Yeah.
For tomorrow,
I'm gonna try, but I don't even know my password to my Facebook. I don't go on Facebook.
By the way, your story, it might have been me. I'll put this out there when I watch it back. It might have been me that didn't grasp.
You sure?
Yeah, it might have been. I'm
pretty sure it's me because
it might have been me that didn't grasp. You were talking about Eubank.
Yeah.
Because Eubank sending you a message on Facebook is just mad in itself.
Very crazy. So the story is a bit mad. I bet you were sitting there thinking, what the fuck is it, geezer?
Yeah, but I didn't know that Eubank
was you?
sent you a Facebook. Never knew that.
Yeah,
never knew that.
Yeah.
No.
So hopefully they don't just automatically delete after a certain amount of time, do they? Because this was 6 years ago.
No, it should still be on there.
Okay, well.
If you've got the same account, haven't changed your Facebook account.
I don't do my Facebook, but someone else does my Facebook. So I have got a Facebook, by the way, so if people out there, it's me, but I don't do it. Yeah, so I'm going to find that coup, because that'll be entertaining to everyone there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, well listen, I appreciate your time.
No problem, man. Anything for you, KUGAN? I say top 3. One of my top 3, man.
Top 3?
Yeah, top 3.
Okay.
Journalist, interviewer, like...
I appreciate your time having me at your house.
Yeah, wicked.
Yeah, it's very. Well, if we could do a cribs here, it would be good.
I appreciate it, man, giving me time anyway. But trust me, 23rd of February, everyone. It's going to be mad ITV, box office, me against Eubank. It's going to be crazy. But remember, I've told you, it should be easy. Easy night's work. Got to be switched on, but easy night's work. Promise you.
Can you at some point in the press conference tomorrow just say one thing?
Classic.
No one knows what that is still.
Oh, don't they? What? Don't you remember?
No, I know what it is. Oh. No, look, I don't know what it means.
Oh, yeah.
Like what it was.
That just means, like, just shut up, man. You're talking rubbish. That was true. Oh, don't. Mate, I've grown up. It's crazy. But boy, the hood still comes out now and then.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
James DeGALE, thank you very much for talking to Eiffel TV, and yeah, best of luck. We'll catch up with you again very soon.
See you tomorrow, bro.
Top man.